welcome back to the Inspired Method YouTube channel. My name is Trevor Sammons, and this is my lovely wife Karen Sammons, and we are the founders of Inspired Method Marketing. Today we're going to be talking about using Facebook for small business. A very good topic that everybody needs to hear, and I know you're going to get something great out of this. So Alyssa Gregory is quoted as saying, "The balanced small business website, doing something simply because your competition is doing it isn't a good enough reason. But when it comes to social media, not having a Facebook page or a presence on other social networks can cost you opportunities, especially if your competition is using social media and using it very well."
Right.
So, a quick statistic for you, 68% of Americans use Facebook. Facebook is the top choice for reaching the broadest audience. Compare that to 35% of Americans using Instagram, 29% using Pinterest, and 24% using Twitter. So Facebook is huge. So Karen?
Yeah, that came from Hootsuite. Every small business can use this free platform to build a community around their brand. So that's the one thing I want you to remember. People want to see behind the scenes and a real human touch to who the brand is. A Facebook page allows for that with all that it has to offer. So you can have live videos, and that allows for two-way interactions. That's just one example of how you can help your small business.
Awesome. So how hard is it to set up a Facebook page for your small business?
This is funny. I just actually did an example and a video to show how darn easy it is to create that Facebook page. You literally... Well, you need to have your own personal profile set up, first of all. You can't set up a business page without a personal profile. So if you're not okay with that, find someone who will do it for you. They're gonna have to be admin of the page, but there has to be a personal attached to the business. But the business page does not have to have the same name as the personal. It's so easy though. You just have to go to, there's a spot on your personal, or kind of go over to business.facebook, I think it is, .com. Anyway, it's so easy. You just it walks you through step by step. It's not hard at all. You pick your categories. You pick what kind of business you are. You could be just a public figure. I just did one for my own personal name, so it was so simple. Like, it was the shortest video I've ever done on how to do it. So
yeah, it's very easy to set up, and it's just a matter of filling in the blanks. Facebook guides you through a tutorial, and you just fill in all the information.
Yeah, I would say one thing, you can make a lot of changes after, so if you get something wrong, that's totally fine, but don't get your name wrong, because that is really hard to change. It can be a real pain to change it after. So figure out what you want to call your business page before it's like too hard to change it later. And then if you already have followers and people liking your page, it gets even harder. So be very clear about the name of your page. That's the one tip I'll give you. So yeah.
Awesome. So what are the main reasons every business should be represented on Facebook?
Well, you kind of already, or maybe I said it already, somewhere in the stats above. If you're not, you're missing out on opportunities, because if you heard those stats, many people are on Facebook already, and it's a great place for you to almost create a website for free. You don't have to worry about hosting, and you don't have to worry about like all the, integrating things in there. It's ready, you just plug and play, like even easier than plugging in things that you would have to do on a website. And people are gonna look for you there for your brand. And if they find you, you're gonna have those opportunities to sell to them, to connect with them, to build a community around your brand. And other people are doing it as well, so you don't wanna miss out on those opportunities.
Yeah. So what kind of content should a business put on their Facebook page?
Obviously, you want to keep it around your business, whatever that business is. It doesn't make sense. I think we talked about this before. What was it that Phil made a joke about it? Donuts and a plumber. You don't want to be talking about irrelevant things that have nothing to do with your brand, unless there's some tie-in, but keep it engaging, keep it entertaining, keep it impactful, and also educative. Like, you want to just be teaching your audience and your community all about your brand. So those are the types of things you should be always adding to your Facebook page.
So what kind of content gets the most reach and engagement?
Definitely things that go viral would be personal, like a little bit of personal mixed in, personal about the brand, some behind the scenes, things that people wouldn't necessarily see in their everyday life. They want to see it in your brand. Those get a lot of good reach. Obviously, entertaining stuff always does.
Another thing that I just thought about was people. If
Yeah,
they see
the
people's
human
faces,
touch.
so even if it's just a head and shoulder shots of people on your team, or a video
Yeah.
of, let's say, a family picnic or Christmas party or something like that, people will watch it. It's weird, but they do. People
Yeah.
are interested in watching other people's lives on Facebook. So if you have something going on in your business, whether it's a customer appreciation day or a new staff member or someone getting an award, or even just,
A glimpse into the people in the business. Yeah. Something relatable.
you'll get way more reach out of that than any product shot that you put on there. Guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
So, can I integrate my website in my Facebook page?
Great question. So if you have a website and you have a Facebook business page, you definitely should be integrating the two. And it's something as simple as the pixel. Now, if you don't know what that is, you can ask us the question. Maybe we'll do another video talking about that later on. But just know that you can integrate the two. The pixel is something you put on your website that's attached to the Facebook page, and it gives you insight onto the traffic that's going to your website. And you can actually use that data for your future ad campaigns. That's why it's important to do it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can also have share buttons, and you can also have links from your website to your Facebook profile, so people can connect with you there too.
Yeah, two ways, like back and forth that way, for sure.
Yeah, very cool. So what exactly does the pixel do on your website?
It's just this little piece of code, and it's actually not hard to add on a website. Obviously, if you've never done anything on a website, it will be hard for you.
Yeah.
But whoever made your website would easily be able to do this. And it's just a piece of code or a snippet that gets put on a certain spot on your website that will collect that data. It could be a whole website collection, or it can even be specific to one page on your website, and it collects the data. Do you want to add anything to that?
Yeah, it can also be set up to record a specific action on your website. So if you have an e-commerce website where people can purchase things on your page, let's say a Shopify store or something like that, you can actually integrate the Facebook pixel with that, with a specific custom action on there, so that when somebody, let's say, fills up their cart but leaves, it records that. If somebody, clicks on buy now and they don't finish, then it'll record that. Or if they bought something but didn't buy something else, it can record all these different custom actions. So it's a pretty powerful tool, especially for e-commerce. But for traffic alone and optimizing your Facebook campaigns, you definitely need to have that Facebook pixel on your page.
Okay.
Cool. So what are some organic ways to get more activity on a Facebook page?
Well, it is getting much harder to get organic activity, and every day it seems like there's another update of why organic reach is going lower, but there's still ways to do it. So some of the ones we already touched on is showing the human beings. That's always going to get more reach and just more engagement. More people will see it, so impressions will go up. Video really helps as well, and then of course the content that you put in those videos and posts. You want to make it engaging, you want to have it, educating, just sort of all those same things, entertaining. Those are the biggest things, something that's impactful.
Yeah, all those things are good.
Whatever you would do in real life, you want to emulate that online, even through a brand or a personal brand or a business.
Yeah.
And keep it social.
100%. So what about using Facebook advertising campaigns? Are they really worth the money?
They are worth the money. You do want to be ready for that. You don't want to just be throwing the money and boosting posts here and there. You want to make sure you have a specific objective on why you're using your money, your hard-earned money, to give back to Facebook, and what will you get in return. So make sure you're very clear about your objectives. Is it to get more page likes? Is it to actually get, I should hope it's to get conversions, whatever those conversions are.
Yeah.
It should always be about that. So yes, it's definitely worth it though.
Awesome. So what are some things that I shouldn't do with my Facebook page?
Well, you want to make sure you don't skip the plan. Like, just don't do that. Like, if you got to have a plan of why you're using your Facebook page, and don't skip out on that. Don't, go off course. Stick to the plan. You don't want to lie or mislead people, like that clickbaity thing. Ugh. You don't want to be doing that. You want to be truthful. You want people to engage with you for real. You don't want to, make them upset or make them leave. You don't want to spam your audience. So don't be like always putting out a million posts in a row. Nobody wants to see that many things from one person or one brand. I'm sorry, Facebook you're just going to get buried up at that point. People are not going to pay attention. Think about what you like and what you don't like, and don't do that with your Facebook page. So you also don't want to ignore everybody else on Facebook, like other brands. You want to make sure, or even other people that are in your community, you want to make sure you're engaging with them two-way. So if you're going to do a live video, talk to them on that live video. They might have some questions. Like, get that two-way conversation going. You're not the only one who can do this on Facebook. Don't be vulgar, obnoxious, or confrontational. Those are just kind of big no-nos with a brand. And when you see,
unless that's your brand strategy, like sometimes there's certain brands that can get away with that, but that is a well, pre-planned idea. But for most businesses, don't do that.
Yeah, I would say I think it's different to be vulgar compared to just swearing. Like, that's different. Vulgar is just something totally different. Maybe don't share too much personal stuff. Keep it simple and where people still respect you, and they don't have to know every little thing. And the last one, do not self-promote all the time. It's another sure way to lose your community and your audience. So those are great things to do with your Facebook page.
Awesome. Well, I think we just kind of scratched the surface on why using Facebook is important for small businesses. And thank you so much for sharing with us today, Karen. You are the social media queen, and I'm just a joker. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you liked what you saw here, please subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and leave some comments down below. All right, so thank you so much, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye.